So the trick is finally ready to get checked out, and they finally go back to ye old lockbox. They get their stuff, and they will be escorted, which brings up this, escorted off the premises. The security personnel escorting them off will actually stand out there and make sure that these people drive away out of sight. Out of human sight, they're gone. We can't see them anymore. We're looking for the creepers. We're looking for the freaks. We're really looking for them. And this is a way to keep everybody safe. In the same sense, a guy can say, look, you're escorting me all over hell. Yeah, but we know that you're not Jack the Ripper. We know it wasn't you because we escorted you all the way off this place. So if it happened here, it couldn't have been you, kind of thing. So we're covering them. Cleaning up the tryst rooms. Afterwards, as mentioned before, the rips and rips normally clean up their own room in between tricks. But once they're actually done with the room, then yes, the flips is required to go in there and be real about things and clean it up. The flip's head. The flip's head is just more than some desk jockey, big old muscle-bound guy watching the door kind of thing. This person is extremely important to security in many aspects. What's going to happen is within 2 hours of each time someone enters and someone leaves. I don't care if it's a lip or a rip, a ripped, a trick, I don't care. They're going to go to their own little POPA network. They're going to get access, and they're going to have a certain amount of little surveys to fill out. It's mandatory every time, so we can get dispositions on the behaviors of these people coming in and out of these doors. Now, once again, only at the POP level do we know who these people really are. Down at this level, they have their little funky identities. No one knows who they are except by their little POP name, but and their number. But not even the roar knows who they are. But if they become a problem, the POP will know who they are. And all justice or the state patrol or someone's going to have to do is say, hey, look, we got red flags popping up all over this person. Boom, we're on them. We're on them. So this really helps us a lot. All the information they can send us, the better, And they might be busy, but they're going to have to fill out a questionnaire each time. Advanced tryst room payment from the rips. Yes, indeed. They always pay in advance. That will come into their RIP training, as you'll see in a moment. They're going to have to cough up a certain amount of funds in advance so they have that money on their books. So when they're ready to take care of business, they can just transfer that money and take care of it so they have their first date all lined up, and the rest is, I guess, a cakewalk of sort, depending on your viewpoint. And there'll be no mixing rooms. The flips can never use those rooms for anything except a rip room or a ripped room, a tryst room with a tryst with a D. If it's a D room, D class, it has to be that specific class, and it stays that way. The only exception will be force majeure. In the case of natural disasters, we need to bring someone in there and fix these problems. We got flooding and everything else. Then, yeah, open up the doors. But other than that, we're trying to contain diseases. We want to know if someone had scabies in there. We want to know if someone had crabs. We want to be able to clean that area. You can bet you people don't want to sleep in a bed that people with AIDS have slept in, or people with herpes have slept in. People that don't have herpes don't want to sleep in that bed, so we want to watch out for that. And this is a big one. No bed bugs. Anybody thinking of becoming a flips, the first thing you need to think about is bringing in some dogs or other mechanisms to verify in full that you have no bed bugs in your facility whatsoever. I don't care if you have to repaint the whole place, fumigate it, and get new mattresses. If you are found with one bed bug, you will automatically be disqualified. You're out of there. We're trying to abate disease, not spread it. So we're paving a rough road here. What it does is, this is really nice. While the adults are doing the adult thing in the adult environment and the flips, suddenly the juvenile prostitutes are exposed more than ever. If someone's down there on the street hustling prostitution services, they're either a juvenile or they're otherwise an illegal prostitute. And boom, they're automatically busted. And that goes for their tricks as well, and their pedophile pimps, the whole 9 yards. What this does is it saves us money from not having to bust all of the adults as well. Plus, it actually puts us in the pimp position, if you will. But we're good pimps. We're good shepherds here, so we're making money, but the ladies are actually making money for a change too. They're getting health benefits, they're getting security, they're getting taken care of, protection from the courts, protection from the police, protection from private security. They're getting pampered. Anybody messes with one of the gals or guys that are rips, and they're dust. And the same goes for tricks or tricks. We're going to make sure these guys don't get robbed, or these women don't get robbed. It's out there, it's available to them, and they'll know that they'll be able to get it clean and legal. Okay. Distancing lips from kids. No closer than 5 miles. No closer than 5 miles from a town that doesn't have at least 250,000 people in it. And we're really talking a city at that level here in the United States. I understand all of the state of Washington is an equivalent to some Chinese city, so, basically 5 miles. They can be next to an adult outlet that's already existing, like an adult bookstore, an adult video store. But if that adult bookstore, video store leaves, then they also have to shut up shop. Once again, my personal vision is whole towns similar to that were in artificial intelligence and AI, where when you go cruising in, you better be of age. Otherwise, there's a security platform right there that turns you around. You have no gas, fine, we got a gas station right over there. You have to go to the bathroom, we have to go over there. We have an answer for every one of your excuses trying to get through the gate. You're not getting through the gate. If you're dying, we even have a hospital over there. But you ain't getting through the adult town. You're not getting into adult city. Okay, some important notes. Retraining, it happens every year. We're looking at $250 for the actual retraining, plus another $20 times 12 for the actual access to the POPA and paid in advance, 1 year in advance is $20 a month, times 12 months is $490, plus the actual application fee. So it brings the whole mess to $590 every year. Every tricked, flips employees all the way up to the officers of the company. And certainly ripped and ripped can be guaranteed to have to pay this. Once again, we're out here to make money and soak it, to help get the communities going. This way everybody's getting some of the pieces of the pie. You nations out there that have this kind of wild prostitution messes where it's semi-regulated or corrupt cops are in control or whatever, El Presidentes, pay attention. You can actually convert this to do an economy for the entire good, not just some corrupt police officers. Okay, employee transfers. Well, individual accents. Really quick, in employee training, we got to remember here that each employee, each trick is an individual. So whether they're with this flip or that flip or whatever, they're an individual. They have to have individual access. And this is all part of that whole training thing. They're going to be constantly retrained. Every year there's going to be new upgrades to the system and all that. And this way we not only keep the money flowing on a perennial basis, but we're also able to keep everybody up to date and know that we did. We have them sign a little paper, hey, yeah, I was in class. Okay, employee transfers. We know, we talked about this earlier, some employees are going to go from one flips to the other to the other. There might be bodyguard kind of people. And instead of making them go through all the retraining every year, what we will do is so their license will last for the rest of the 1 year anyways. We'll just hit them for $100 for administrative costs to have our administrators hop into the computer and take care of business for them. Okay, regulating STDs. That's what this is all about. And you come in there, you start lying, which is something we're going to start talking about. You purposely give someone an STD, knowingly give them an STD. That's sexual assault. You come in there lying. Oh, I don't have anything. To the docs, we're going to get you. And once again, that's something I'm about to get into.